But the X's on the map are one of them is you are there, and the other ones are names and locations of burial mounds, or spirit mounds, I should say. And the Oracle told you, go to the mounds, retrieve one or more of the lost relics, and bring them here as tribute. Do so in your pathway made clear. I will say in a slightly metagamey sense, you go to one or more areas, you get a artifact from one or more areas, you bring it back, and you advance to the next chapter. Each of these artifacts is a chapter in its own right.
Great Worm Cavern.
It's up to you to decide where to go. You don't have to decide right now. You can do some investigative journalism later on and decide then.
Oh, it's actually a decent
Damn it.
idea.
Yeah, that is.
I was just gonna go off guesses and inferences.
I mean, let me tell you, Mark wants to go fight a great worm, and I think one of those is more likely to be at one of these locations than a different one.
So wait, how many mounds are there? There's 1, 2,
There are 9 in total.
9 mounds. See, this is a problem because there's only 6 types of giants. So that means that 1 or more giants have multiple mounds.
And there's only 5
Or
of us.
There's
There's
only 5
some
of
giants
us.
who don't own any mounds.
Yeah, what if
You
all
mean
the
any
mounds
mounds
are owned by
that
frost
aren't owned?
giants?
Oh, well, Great Worm Cavern is named that for a reason, You ever
Yes,
seen
and
that
we
film,
are.
The Mandalorian?
I'm assuming
No.
that the Great Worm Cavern has frost giants in it, and I really am tired of fighting frost giants. I don't want to fight frost giants.
Maybe it has nothing in it besides great worms.
Well, we know for a fact that the frost giants are in possession of a pair of great worms.
We do?
Yes, they have a fucking frost giant mating pair, breeding pair.
Weren't those,
Those are
white dragons?
White dragons. What did I say?
We're Great Worms.
Frost giant.
Frost giant. The frost giants have, yeah, whatever. The frost giants have dragons. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, this is worm, W-R-O-R-M, not W-Y-R-M.
Oh God. You really think it takes a difference? Does it make a difference? God,
It does.
Yes.
I hate it.
Great worm,
Oh,
W-O-R-M,
God, you're right.
That means
I
like
hate it.
freaking dune worms.
God, I fucking hate you.
In
They're
the
probably-
snow!
There are probably stone giants there. I don't want to fight stone giants. I want to fight hill giants.
You wanna fight hill giants?
I really want to beat up some hill giants because hill giants are fucking stupid.
Let me give you, let's see. Can I give you any hints on the hill giants? Let's see.
Hey, if we want, we can always ask the Oracle.
I think we had
The
an
hill
extra question.
giants own...
We have 6 questions the new day.
It's
I know,
true,
but I
it
think
is
we
new
had
day.
a couple questions that weren't being taken.
What is Goddard's button do?
You'd really waste a question on that.
Yes.
I'd also, if we're jumping right into it, let's go. Let's jump right into it. Let me.
No,
pull
I think
up
we're
my
still
Spotify
talking.
music.
We're still talking. We're communicating. This is inter-party communication.
Okay, well, Harshnag's there too, and he gets to communicate in inter-party communication. And
Okay.
Harshnag says in his melodious, beautiful, deep voice, there are other people that are going to visit this temple in search of the Oracle as well.
We should probably fucking kill him. I don't know. Like, this seems
They're
like a
probably bad
non-issue.
people.
God.
It seems unlikely they would be here at the same time as us, but we should be cautious. Spending too much time here could result in negative encounters.
Negative encounters.
Exactly. Which is why we are just going to wake up on this very fine morning, go in, ask our 6 questions, and then, skedaddle, so to say.
Did we even decide what our 6 questions were?
You
No.
decided like 2 of them.
We decided a handful. I forget where the list of questions started and stopped.
It's kind of like at,
There were some joke questions.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not
well,
sure. What is guard primor? Okay, so I think
so
let's see
after
the
here.
pinned message was where the second set of questions started.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened to Rule?
God, what happened to Rule?
What happened to Rule? Oh god, I'm gonna have to pull up Mark Lang's deep lore.
You fool.
It's a good thing I've written it down on the margins of every page in this notebook, huh?
Yeah.
Thing.
Really, that's pretty fitting.
This is Mark Lang's show, gentlemen. We're just
Yeah,
along for the
that
ride.
would be more fitting than most deep lore. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a fine Wednesday morning as you wake up in this cavern.
Do they have a normal calendar?
Yeah, they do. It's Gregorian. And
fucking hate Gregorian calendar.
it's the dawn of a new day. What would you like to do?
Well, we're talking still, because we still have a bunch of questions we need to ask. So, let's just copy and paste our list of questions so far.
Yes.
Copy, and we'll start over new. That's not at all what I meant to do. Why does this not work properly? Copy, paste. Do we really want to ask what Goddard's button does?
We have a spare
Yeah.
question.
I feel like the mystery is better solved if we
Press the button.
just press the button. Honestly.
But we might lose Goddard.
And
But
yeah,
it might be a very climactic moment.
All I imagine is it's like there was a total party wipe, and then Gilbert's the only one alive with Goddard, and he's like, "Okay, please do something useful," and then he presses the button.
And blows
So-
up.
And it's just Goddard does like a flip or something. That's it.
just turns him
Gilbert.
off. Okay, so you copied the questions.
That's the list of questions so far. That's 5 questions.
I mean, there's also, is the dragon Urt a Simber, and why is the answer yes? But I suppose we can hold off on that one. Anyone else have anything they need to ask?
Not really.
Okay, then
We have,
do we need to ask anything about any of the locations with X's on them? Oh, there's
Do we
also
want-
we can ask, is Kella dead?
no. We're gonna find out. We're gonna walk out. We're gonna find out. It'll be fine.
She's just gonna be standing there.
Actually, be like, you left me locked out, you sons of bitches. Do we want to go specifically looking for a
Fucking
certain
no
type of
questions
giant?
about Kella. Jesus. Instead of asking about the button, you could ask if she's still alive.
Well, we
Whatever.
can
I
find out.
suggested both.
Not a DM.
I will revive her when I get the chance.
No, you won't. Get out of here. Jesus, bro.
When
That's
we're
just
level
wasted.
like 13.
Okay,
We're level 13. Okay.
here we go, people.
Okay. So
What?
what are you doing?
I don't know. We're trying to figure this out. We have 1 to 2 more questions. To 3. We potentially have 3 more questions.
Okay.
Anyone have questions
Um,
they want to ask? Because right now it's literally just me and Mark.
I mean, I have a
Dude,
question
that-
I could ask, but it's
You-
solvable
you guys
just by
should-
going to a location.
You guys should probably ask questions related to your backstories if you have deep lore. Because now is the time they're going to be answered.
Yeah, this is.
There's not going to be
this is
another
the moment,
time to
gentlemen.
answer questions about your deep
I
lore.
got my answer.
Did you? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
far
no,
away. What was that answer? What was the answer? Like stupid far.
I wrote it down. Nope.
Wasn't it in like a different like continent?
Orsaron Mountains.
Yeah, it was way
Far.
out there.
Far
We could
away.
ask like how to avoid the black network and that shit.
That
Actually,
seems
that won't
vague.
help.
Yeah, that
That
seems.
won't work.
Fine,
Or-
how
we,
do
we
we?
can even ask it generally, like will the black network impede our quest or future? I don't know.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We could ask them
Left, is it?
who leads the black network. You know, like that. Maybe we'll find out. It's like, oh, it's Uncle Tony in Neverwinter, the
It's-
friendly local baker. He
It's-
can't be found out.
Or it's Kella Darkhope. God, isn't that the plot?
Do we want to ask who leads the black network?
Who is? Like,
Just
I
keep
feel
it very
that's a-
generic like
That's a
that?
decent question.
I'm adding it to the list.
Nathaniel, you should give us a timer for when you want the thing done, and it should just be with a bot.
I can ask who tried to contact me in Helmshold, and I can ask if Banzu would like to be revived.
That's 2 questions. So what I'm hearing is we're staying another day.
I don't need them answered.
I suppose we could not ask about Goddard's button. It's fine.
I can probably condense my question into 1. Because I really don't care who. But the problem is depending on the answer of 1, I may or may not need to know the answer of the other. Yeah, I'm just fuck it. I'm gonna think. We're gonna get rid of that. We're not asking about Goddard's button.
Oh, that one hurts.
I have one.
No.
Did he not come? Wait, where's the instruction manual?
He didn't come with one.
God, you think?
You think Goddard's under warranty?
No.
Yeah, no. Okay. So there's my 2 deep lore questions. There's the Black Network. There's Igor's spot. That's 4. And then Uznab, your 2 preguntas.
Sure, if there's no other question.
Okay.
Are we not gonna ask any questions about where these giants are and which giants we're gonna interact with?
I can answer.
You know
one
the
of my
main
specific-
quest of the story.
Hey! Get the fuck out of here!
I don't need to ask the Helmshold one.
Did someone really try to contact you in Helm's Hold and I just didn't know, or like just didn't notice?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's really funny because I didn't either.
Look at us go. Being team players, Mark. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
You know they said the same thing last week, Dylan.
I know.
did.
I remember that. I remember. that.
I remember. Okay.
Dylan, you don't want to ask any questions about that deep lore?
Fuck it, it's not.
Oh,
Uh,
is that what the primordial being is? That Dylan's question?
No.
What? Is there a primordial
me.
being?
That's Igor.
That's me.
Oh, that's awkward. Ian, is
No,
there a primordial
No,
being?
No, that's
Wait.
freaking Warlock, dude.
Oh no, that's
Rule.
you. Okay.
The first question's
What did I
mine.
say?
The second
What?
2 are Mark's, and then we got one from fucking. We got a Black Network question. God, I can't speak. So here's the thing: if we're not gonna ask about the giants, let's make the decision as to which mound we're going to.
I honestly, like, even from just a logistical standpoint, it makes sense to go to the Great Worm Cavern because it's right here.
You see,
But
Mark,
there's worms.
there's worms. There's probably stone giants.
Well, yeah, and if a plot hook has a worm on it, that just means we're gonna bite it more often.
I think that's exactly the point. It's a trap, Mark. It's a trap.
No, I know.
If
Let's go to the one furthest away.
okay, actually, let's put some reasonable logic behind this. I'm looking at one stone and stone stand. Those are probably stone giant. All right, let's do that. Let's assume that the grandfather tree. My guess, storm giants at the grandfather tree. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but for some
probably.
reason I'm thinking
Or-
storm giants there.
I could see Storm or Cloud.
Yeah, cloud maybe. Raven Rock. Isn't Raven Rock a town? Weren't we at Raven Rock?
No.
Dude, I don't remember.
I could have sworn we went to Raven Rock. I'm checking the map.
Of course, Raven Rock and Flint Rock could be about stone giants as well. I don't think we're gonna get much from the names. That's my guess.
It's no fun.
God. So then, which one do we?
Flint Rock
I
be
don't.
fire
I,
giants.
I want to kill. I want to kill hill giants. So bad. So
You want to
bad.
bully hill giants? That's what you want
Yes.
I feel like it's not going to be as easy as you think.
to do. There will be a way for you, if you guys wish, to gather more information and spend a little more time asking around. There will be ways to determine where certain giants are. It isn't like you have to pick one and it's totally random. Like if you want to spend some time investigating, you can do that.
Okay, people. How can we investigate besides just sitting here and talking to the Oracle? Who knows?
God,
about
I
these
wonder
giants?
what the Oracle could do for that.
The Oracle.
God, we could ask the Oracle. We could ask the Oracle where to find out.
That'd be good because we'd get more answers out of that.
Oh, Oracle, who should we go to get our question answered?
Did what's his face? Harsh Knight, did he mention if he knows at all who controls what? Or should we just ask?
Arshnag?
I
He
think
doesn't know.
Said he didn't know. Yeah.
That's so. I can hear both of them.
Does he
That's
know
funny.
where the hill giants like?
We can ask the
Falls.
Oracle where are the hill giants.
Damn it, Mark. It's wasteful. There's so much deep lore we could be asking.
Well, if you're hell bent on hill giants.
No, let's go to the worm caverns.
He's hell-bent
God.
on hell giants.
Oh, thank you, John.
Of course, anytime, Mark.
Get out of here. We're not doing that. I hope I didn't delete that. I hope someone else deleted that.
I
So
did.
we're going to the worm cavern. That's fine. It's decided.
That sounds like a mistake.
It sounds like a great idea. I just hope to God there isn't frost giants there. I've had
you
enough
should
frost
open
giants.
Enough frost giants. Yeah, let's go to the one place in the middle of the fucking spine of the world, which we know is frost
Raven
giant
Rock.
territory.
Raven Rock. This is the spine of the world.
Raven
Yeah,
Rock's
what
not a-
about the
yeah, Raven
shrine?
Rock's not a bad
You're-
location.
You are here.
You are
I
here.
like that.
Oh well,
spot.
it's actually pronounced you.
Actually, hold
are
on.
here.
The great. If we go to the relevant
apologies.
storm coast, the Great Worm Cavern, it kind of looks like it might be in Lurkwood.
What's Lurkwood?
Well, look at that. Let's head on into the Oracle. Yeah.
So we're going to the Worm
Okay.
Cavern. We're going to the Worm Cavern.
Okay.
I've got- I
no,
see
you're going to the
4
Worm Cavern?
questions.
Okay, so you're not going to the Oracle. All right.
We are
let's
going
go.
to the Oracle. Deep breaths, everyone.
You gotta
Let's
specify
stay
these, man.
centered
Oh,
here.
sweet Jesus.
So
We need 2 more
Harshnag
questions.
very, very reluctantly picks up the frost giant axe and touches it to the frost giant rune, and
Why don't you try touching the storm giant one this time?
at which point Harshnag puts the axe back in the frost giant's hands
No, you're
and
no
then
fun.
sits down next to the archway, which is now glowing and lit for you
Fantastic.
to hop into.
We did not decide our next questions, so I guess we're just gonna
All right,
Go
go
in.
y'all in the Oracle.
as we see fit. Who's going first? Am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
All right. I walk up to the oracle, and in my big, booming, prophetic voice, I say, "Will the witch Agatha claim my soul when I die?"
No.
All right, cool. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
And this booming, thundering voice rains out in a somewhat exasperated tone. No.
All right. Good work, everyone. I just head out the portal. Go sit with Harshnag.
Okay, so he ends
No, I don't. I
leaves.
don't. I stick around. I want to hear,
All right,
I
all
want to
right,
hear
you
the
stick
deep
around,
lore.
Okay. All right. Would anyone else like to enter the questionnaire circle?
Thing is,
Who wants to
another one
be
with
the next
questions?
Family Feud?
Wants to be the next family.
me. I'm gonna walk on into the circle.
All right.
I'm gonna ask in giant. What happened to Rule?
At this point, there is a brief pause that you've come to recognize in asking these questions, the Oracle. Notice it didn't actually pause when Ian asked it a question.
Fantastic.
it actually answered immediately.
I'm just pure anger.
After 6 seconds or so, the Oracle responds, "The rule you know is gone from this world." And that is their response.
That's it. Damn.
Right then.
A lot more to the point this time around.
Yes, no, it's rather laconic today. Well, I guess I got another one. Excuse me, Oracle. What does the primordial being that watches me want?
At this point, there's a 6-second pause. And let me pull up Deep Lore for a second.
Dude, you've got a primordial being. Wait, no,
You
I can't
don't?
understand. Giant. Dang it.
Yeah. Oh no, we went over this yesterday.
Oh, okay. Dude, since when?
At this point, the booming voice of the Oracle reaches out and threatens the whole room with their... I don't know, a booming word.
You pissed it off.
A big
Boomosity.
descriptive word. And says, "The being that watches you sees potential."
Is that it?
Is that
No, they say more. I'm trying to think of how to. I'm trying to think of how to say it. The being that watches you sees potential. They watch, and they see, and they hope, and they know, and they are called. And at this point, you hear a crack of thunder. And the Oracle's voice suddenly goes silent. Mark, I need you to make me a DC 40 Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I can do that.
Let's go, Mark. Let's go.
I didn't have Gilbert's character sheet up. Give me a second.
You fool.
Slacker.
I was just on D&D Beyond main page. Let's see. DC. Hey, that's possible.
Technically
rolled a
speaking,
natural 20,
30 is
no.
considered impossible.
Yep. No, that was not possible. That's only
What'd you
a
roll, Mark?
21.
Oh,
Pretty
pathetic.
good.
You
Uh,
suck.
But it's about half of what you needed.
Oh wait.
Uh,
Yeah,
at this mark, you are. We'll come back to you later, Mark. Everyone
Cool.
around Mark sees Gilbert suddenly clutch his head in kind of agony about a second after this thunder rang out and the oracle's voice was cut off, before Gilbert drops to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
I'm gonna walk over to Gilbert and just kind of like open his eyelids and look at his eyes.
Okay, he is still alive.
Uh-huh.
He's breathing normally. But his eyes are glassy and disfocused, and you notice like black ink kind of edging on where normally there'd be red blood vessels. They're blackened. And they're not encroaching on the iris at all, but they're just there in the back of his eye.
Is it the same thing that we saw before?
No, that was just white last time. Wasn't it?
No, it's slightly different.
I just close his eyelid. Just pick him up
Okay.
over his shoulder.
Dude, is he okay?
Hopefully. Who's asking the rest of the questions? Who's not?
I can ask mine. I step into the circle.
Okay.
Carefree from what just happened. Is Bonzu's soul willing to return to his body?
At this, what you're used to feeling of 6 seconds pass. Uznab, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
PC
Yes.
negative.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. What's that? What's the number on that? Is it more than 20?
26.
Okay, that's 26. Sorry, good to know.
That's a good wisdom save.
It's a good wisdom save. So, Uznab, you've asked a question to this oracle before, right?
Yeah.
When those of you who ask questions to the oracle, you know you're asking a question, getting a response. There's no like mind fuckery that goes on, right? It's not like the oracle's reading your mind or something like that. There's no sense of magic involvement between you and the oracle. You are simply asking a question and they're responding. Uznab, you feel this very unfamiliar and dark and threatening presence in the corners of your mind after you ask this question. It's slimy and wet, and it sticks to certain things, and it's slippery. And it's like if you've got like a floater in your eye, right? And you're trying to like look at it, and every time you look at it, it goes further away. It's kind of like thinking that. And every time you're trying to think of the thought of this thing in your mind, it slips further and further away. And then you hear a voice in a language you don't recognize or understand. And it sounds like and
Just him
you
hears
have
it?
no idea what it says. And Uznab, you fall unconscious.
God damn it.
Fallen
Ah,
conscious,
shit,
okay.
another one. I throw him over my other shoulder. Does everyone hear that, or just him?
Just Uznab.
Okay. All right,
Dude,
Chunk. I think you're the only one who can ask questions. Chad, I don't know. Sorry, Chad. Like, you know how it is. You know, giant oracles.
Sending people in.
Can't you ask questions, dude?
Well, I can, but I don't know what happens if there's 3 people in the circle. Fuck it, let's all stand in the circle and ask questions.
No.
No, dude, do you think we should maybe like move like the unconscious people, dude?
Well, yeah, that's why I picked them up. I don't know. We still have questions. We have 2 more?
My mistake, dude. I'm just.
That was
extremely
1, 2,
unobservant.
3, 4. Yeah, we have 2 more. So I could ask a question. Chong could ask a question. You could try asking a question. We don't really know what will happen.
Yeah, dude, it would just be like really rudimentary, like giant. So I don't know how well that would really work, dude.
Well, don't sell yourself short, my guy. Like, get in there. Fucking find yourself or some shit. I don't know.
It's a language, dude. You know, it's just barriers of life, man.
Do you want me to ask a question for you?
I mean, what we made like a little list of questions, right? Like, what are we on now, dude?
There is 2 questions left. We could ask who leads the Black Network, and that's just lame. Who needs to know that? Gilbert's not around to tell me that we need to know that. Chunk, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, Chunk, what about your deep lore?
Yeah, let's Chonk's deep lore.
Tell us
I
about
wanna
the
know
deep
about
lore,
deep lore.
Chonk.
Let me tell you,
Okay.
if you don't know, you can make some right now.
Yeah, fuck it. Ask a question, Nathaniel will make lore for you right then and there. Just heavily implied.
Okay, alright, Nathaniel, I hope you're ready.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I walk into the circle,
Good. This is the best kind of lore, gentlemen.
and then I say,
boy.
Mark and I are
Giant.
dying over here. What do you say, Chunk?
I say, shit, what do I say? Why did God make me so dumb?
Why did God make me so dumb?
Ah, yes. Now there's a lore reason, and we have a
gonna
quest
write
to
this
fix
down.
Chonk. Yes. I assume that this is
Enjoying
gonna.
myself too much right now.
This is
All
gonna.
right, all right. So, Chunk, you walk into the circle and you ask the question, "Why did God make me so dumb?" Which is really funny because D&D is a polygod society. There are multiple gods of many kinds and different
Yeah.
types.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. Gilbert Oswald Doyle is not a god.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at, but okay.
Chunk, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, if you don't mind.
Can you make it for me and add 2 to that?
Yeah, I can make it for you.
You have a +2 wisdom? My man
Yeah,
Chonk,
like-
hella wise.
That's a
Stupid, not
16.
wise.
So the DC for this one was 40.
God damn it.
So it's a bit low.
Wait, what was mine? Wait, was mine 30?
Yeah, yours was 30.
Okay.
Chunk, you feel this very uncomfortable presence in the back of your mind. Slimy, wet, slippery, all of those bad adjectives. And it kind of fills you with this sense of dread, like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have asked a question. And before you are able to really formulate a response or even think a thought, it's almost like the person is the person. It's almost like the thing inside your mind is stealing the thoughts before you can think them. Right? It's like you think of something and then boom, you forgot it. And you don't get a response before you are knocked unconscious. And
God
boom,
damn it.
Chunk collapses into the center of the circle.
So,
I'm starting to
Dude.
think this isn't a coincidence.
yeah, no, this is I don't think this is a good dude.
Damn, I had another question I wanted to ask.
I mean, you can ask it. I can just carry you out. I mean, they
No.
seem okay, dude.
I just kind of ragdoll toss Chonk. I ragdoll toss Gilbert to Chad, and I go and grab Chonk by the
At
ankle.
this point, if you look at their eyelids, all of them except for Chunk have gone, or their eyes themselves actually, have gone completely white in the eyes. It's like their irises have went
same-
up into their head.
the same as
the
Gilbert or
same-
different?
The same as Gilbert. And at this point, Chunk's eyes have the black blood vessels that are in its
God fucking
are in
damn
his corner of his eyes.
So, dude, Harshnag, do you know what's happening here?
Oh, Harshnag's outside. He's in an
Oh.
anonymous chamber.
Let's have
He did not
Harshnag go
come with
ask a
you.
question.
Oh.
Harshnag, we got one more. Come out dragging corpses.
At this point, you noticed. So the first 3 questions that you asked snuffed out torches, right, in accordance to the rules of the Oracle. These questions have not snuffed out any torches.
Damn, I feel like we might have stopped asking questions if we knew this. Fuck.
So, dude, do you want to try again with like not as like vague of a thing, dude? Or like,
Well, let's see. We asked, is Uznab soul willing? That's a very clear yes or no. So I asked a yes or no question. I asked a yes or no question.
Yeah.
I got the very clear, cut and dry answer. Gilbert got the very cut and dry answer, and then 3 people passed out with no answer. And how many are 3 torches out or 2?
3.
so I've got like, so Gilbert, like, I'm not good at this whole like deity thing, dude. I'm more like of a.
Oh, Gilbert's unconscious.
Yeah, Gilbert is still very unconscious. Yeah, okay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Stop.
So,
I
like,
don't-
it,
I don't
could
know
it be
about all
like
that.
Gilbert's deity, dude? Like, didn't want, the Oracle to like answer more questions about it, so it just like shut the Oracle off, dude. Is that like too big of a stretch? I don't know, man.
I don't.
just, like,
I
kinda
think it might not be shutting it off. I think it might be hijacking it because, like, 1, 2, and 3 all did the same thing. And this
Yeah,
doesn't
dude.
look normal. And I kind of just drag, like,
This
pry
doesn't look
open Gilbert's
normal.
eyes. This does not look normal. Like, he's done something like this before, but not this.
Wait,
I have an
Gilbert's done
idea.
this before, dude?
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, here's some rope.
Dude, what?
Let's start tying them up real quick. I've got a very stupid idea, but we need to tie them up. Harshnag, can you be a deer?
Harshnag's outside the gate.
Can I
We're
go get
dragging
Harshnag
this.
from
This
outside?
conversation's happening as we're dragging corpses. out.
So you have to be careful. What you know of this oracle is you entered once and left once, and then the portal shut.
Mhm.
You're not sure what happens if you try and go back and forth.
Okay.
It could
We're-
work fine, like a door,
So I've got
or it could have consequences.
he's got Gilbert. I've got Uznab on one shoulder and Chunk's ankle on the other hand.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
We're having this conversation as we're dragging corpses out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's tie them up. Let's take this rope, real quick. Hands, feet, bind them together.
So,
Oh, good
dude,
stuff.
what are they gonna become like?
It's a stupid idea. The less you know now, the better. Let's just tie them up, because I feel like you'll argue with me if you know what I'm thinking. So, once we have them all tied up, Nathaniel,
Yes.
is there any problem in tying them up at all?
No, not at all.
Okay, fantastic.
They are
I go
unconscious
through
bodies.
Gilbert's bag and I go look for his fancy book.
Okay. Cut to Gilbert, Uzdab, and Chunk.
Hello.
Hello.
Gilbert,
Hi.
you awake in a black void. There's nothing around you. There's nothing that you can feel. There's a complete absence of temperature, of both friction and frictionless environments. There's an absence of air, of music, of sound. You can't even hear your own heartbeat or your own breath. It is, for all intents and purposes, a endless black void, which you are a part of.
It's kind of void.
Gilbert, you feel, at this point, a familiar presence in the back of your mind. It's slimy, wet, cold, and slithering.
Hey, question about the experience I'm not having.
You're not here.
Are they having this experience together, or are they all having it separately?
You're not here.
God damn it.
Shush. Don't make me
Should
so
ask the
religious.
question.
Should have asked the question. Gilbert, you look around and there's nothing there. You don't have anything on you except the clothes on your back. No bags or artifacts of any kind. No wand of fireball. No, not even like a piece of chalk or whatever. There's nothing. But you hear something for the first time in this endless black void. You're not sure how much time has passed. There's an absence of time in this world. But you hear the sound of something else breathing. You turn around, and there's Uznab. Completely armorless, dressed only in his underclothes, or common clothes, whatever he's wearing underneath his armor, tunic or whatever.
You think I wear clothes under my armor?
Oh god. He's wearing clothes. And Uznab, you wake up to find this endless black void with Gilbert near you.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Where we are?
No.
Okay.
Uznab, you feel a presence in your mind.
Oh.
A slithering one. A slimy and wet one. It's there, but it's not doing anything. Gilbert, the same goes for you. You two both look over at the third sound of somebody breathing, and you turn and you see Chunk sitting upright, currently
I'll be right back.
wearing clothes and nothing else. No bow or pouch of money or anything.
Hello, Chong.
Well, come here often.
That's pretty good.
No. Do you, Chunk?
No. Not
Well.
no. Uh,
Well,
can one of you try casting a spell? See if that works.
I don't believe I can.
I don't
think I
have-
think I need an arcane focus, unless I don't need it for every spell.
You do, I believe.
Yeah,
need an
I'm pretty
arcane
sure I do.
focus. Or spell
Yeah.
components, one of the two.
So to answer your question, no. Let's see. Can we move around?
Can I cast like? Oh, I don't know. No. Can I cast Cure Wounds on like a full health person and like notice the
You
effect?
can try, yeah. You can try any of your innate magical abilities, right? And nothing happens. It feels as though this presence, Chonk, you feel this presence, this slimy, tentacly presence in the back of your mind. You feel it too. And it's Uzdab, when you try and cast Cure Wounds or call for divination magic, which is innate to you, right? You don't need anything to do it. You feel this presence block the magic. It's as though when you reach for it, you can't get it. Something's in the way. All three of you are surprised to hear a fourth sound. A sort of sound. And as you turn around as one and look towards this endless black void, you see a giant eyeball staring back at you.
Oh Jesus!
Cut to Igor and Chad. How you guys doing?
Okay. How long has it been?
We tied them up, right?
It's been instantaneous,
Okay.
more or less.
So, what just happened between them happened while we were like dragging them out?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. No, I'm just making sure like we haven't been sitting there at all.
You guys there's been no time passed in your
Okay. So, how long do we want to wait?
Do you drag them out of the oracle chamber?
Yeah,
and into
we
the
dragged them out
Anon?
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Harshnag then sees you drag 3 bodies out and is like, so what happened here?
We don't know.
You ask one too many questions?
No.
Dude,
We actually have one left if you want it. I wouldn't advise it.
What happened to them?
We're not sure. So
Yeah.
this was, we tied them up, we dragged them out, we tied them up. I go into Gilbert's bag and I pull out that big book I know he's always been looking at.
Mhm.
And I also grab his socks.
Wait.
And I wait. And I look at Chad. I don't know if you've been paying much attention to him. But this book has something to do with it.
dude, yeah, not a ton of attention. He's kind of boring, dude. So I just,
Yeah, he's
Usually
kind
too
of always
much
been like that. How long do we want to wait before we do something really stupid?
I don't know, dude. Like on a scale of like Chonk to like Gilbert, like how stupid are we talking? Here?
Stupider than Chonk.
Stupider than Chonk.
Like this is like big fucking dumb.
Well, dude, I mean, I don't know. We can...
Because like honestly, like my first thought was maybe we can find some answers in this book, but I honestly am too afraid to open it.
Dude, what in that book's giving you the heebie-jeebies?
I don't know. I know nothing about this book, but honestly, I don't want to die here, and this is not how I want to do it. So
Are you planning on dying?
It's just a book, dude.
fuck it. If you want to open the book and read it, you may, but I'm not touching it.
What's wrong with the book, dude?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah,
Supposedly, whatever the fuck happened in there has some connection to Gilbert, which has some connection to this book. I'm just
dude,
connecting dots. I don't know if they're actually there.
I'll take a look at the book.
All right.
Okay. So Chad takes the book and opens it.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Chad, I need you to make a wisdom save. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're good.
I was ready.
He had the dice ready. Chad, you open this book, and forgive me, Mark. I might miss a few descripting words. Mark, can you describe what this book looks like to Chad? So interestingly enough, Mark, did we decide it was a book or it was a series, like a bunch of sheets of paper?
It's a book. It's a book.
Right, okay.
Kind of
That's
got
what we
a
decided.
leathery outside. The way I've always envisioned it is it kind of looks like a book. Have you ever seen a book with water damage, like a book that gets wet and it kind of has all those like watery stains all over the place, and the pages don't lie completely flat. They're kind of like wrinkly and wavy, and it's just kind of like that. And it's decently thick, kind of like maybe textbook size. I always imagined.
Where the fuck's my D12?
What else do you want from me?
When you try and read it, Chad, do you speak Orcish?
Alright, let's take a look.
God damn it, he's gonna make me read it.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, so you don't recognize any of the script or words here. There's a lot of it. It's like written out in like orderly lines, and then there's like scribbles in the margins and words that are crossed out and written
Does he
over
recognize
each other.
that it's in Orcish?
I don't know if you've ever written in front of him, Igor, in Orcish. Probably not. But Igor, if you want to take a look at the book, you can. I mean, Chad's not hiding it.
Yeah, dude, I'm reading it.
If I casually see that it's in Orcish from where I am.
You can see it's in Orcish, yeah. It's an easily recognizable font.
Well, fuck it. Give it there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, you can read this?
Yeah, it's Orcish.
Oh, dude, nice. I don't know why he has a book in Orcish, though. I guess he is a language kind of guy. Here you go.
It's not a very common language, I guess. All right.
What are you doing? Would you like to read any of it? Like pick a passage or...
I definitely
the
not
front or
picking
the back, or-
passage. I don't want to like read intently, like a heavy skim, looking at margin notes.
Okay.
Ideal.
So you skim through a
just,
bunch
like,
of pages,
headers.
right? Like a couple of hundred, just looking at headers and reading the margins and that sort of thing. Oh, I said that, didn't I, Mark? Yes.
You did.
Funnily enough, my notes here are actually different from my notes that I gave you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Keep going then.
That's why I've been going off my notes. Ian,
God.
you skip through a couple of pages and very quickly the font dissolves. Like Chad opened to the front of the book, I imagined,
Yeah.
or somewhere near the beginning. Once you get like 50 or so pages in, it stops being Orcish, and it's been slowly dissolving. Like the font, and it's like if someone written like English that devolved more and more into like cursive and then switched into French halfway through, right? It's like the same handwriting, but it's now unintelligible. And as you skim through the next 200, 300 pages, there's nothing that you can understand. There's a couple of words in the margin that look to be of a different kind of language, but it stopped being Orcish a long time ago. The gist you get from the beginning of Orcish was that this author, whoever it was writing about their journey to an island in the ocean, or their journey to find... they were pretty vague about it. They talked a lot about philosophy, but kind of this idea of finding something that's lost.
All right. The language that it dissolves into.
Yeah.
Does it seem to have like an earthly origin? Does it look like it's a real language, or does it look like it's not of this world?
It looks like a real language in much the way that if you tried to read Japanese or Chinese, it looks like a real language. Not any alphabet you recognize.
Not an alphabet I recognize. All right. It isn't in the secret code language of Lalelulelo, is it?
It's not in the code language of Lalelulelo. At this point, it's Wingdings. Yeah, it's Wingdings. Cut to Chonk, Gilbert, and Uznam. Currently in a black abyss with a giant eyeball staring at them. This eyeball is yellow and slitted much like... It actually has no iris, interestingly enough. It's more yellow on the edges, and then as it goes to the center, it's where the iris would be. It's kind of this white, milky texture that fades into the edges. But there's no iris. And there's nothing attached to the eye. It's simply an eye, unblinking, staring at you three in this dark abyss.
How far away?
No.
Probably 20 feet, 30 feet away. It's massive too, by the way. It's like 10, 15 feet tall.
It's huge.
Let's all be friendly. Hello? Who might you be?
At this, all three of you feel this tentacle presence in your mind kind of slip and move and slither, and it's very, very uncomfortable. I don't know if any of you have gotten like a COVID test where they stick something up your nose.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like 100 times worse. And it's just all over your head. You hear a voice in your mind in a language that none of you can comprehend. And I can't even like say it, but it's like, imagine like what the angels of like biblical times said, where it's like, be not afraid, right? It's like that, where it's like, and doesn't feel good.
Well, a bit embarrassed to say, can't exactly understand you. Anything you could do to help with that?
At this point, the giant eye actually blinks, which is weird because you couldn't see any eyelids, and you still don't see them. But the eyelids snap into existence for a minute as it blinks, and you hear a voice in your mind again. This time in a language that you guys understand as common. And the voice says, "Who are you?"
I'm Uznab.
Gilbert Oswald Doyle.
Chonk, do you say anything?
Thunder.
All right, fair enough. At this point, the eye blinks once again, and it shifts its focus from Gilbert to Uznab, and then to Chonk. And then it looks from Chonk to Uznab, and you hear in your minds, "You are not needed." And it blinks again, and Chonk and Uznab, Gilbert, from what you see, Chonk and Uznab disappear. Just gone in an instant.
Okay.
Any idea where they went?
You take. You steal.
Oh? What?
Magic.
Can assure you. Oh,
That is not your own.
do I now?
Do you know me?
I mean, no. I can assure you, I would remember if we've met before. You're a rather striking presence, but
It's rule.
unless you have a different opinion, it's possible I could be mistaken.
Many times you've used me. Small at first, but not insignificant now. You have grown. I have seen you for a while. Don't you remember this? And at this point, Gilbert, you feel the very familiar sensation that you felt at the Giants when you casted invisibility on Uznab and yourself. You feel that exact feeling, that exact presence in your mind kind of echo through you, and it almost knocks you unconscious again before it kind of disappears.
You know what? No, that feels familiar.
Tell me, do you like them?
Going to need you to be a little more specific.
At this point, the eye blinks again, and then turns and shifts and looks to its left. And there, as it kind of, the eye moves to the side, you see Uznab and Chonk currently what looks to be unconscious, hanging from their legs right now, just kind of floating there.
I mean, yes.
Why should they live? Cut 2.
Oh, good.
Igor and Chad.
So time frame since the last one went
Instantaneous.
unconscious. I know, but how long has it been since the last person went unconscious?
Probably a couple minutes since you started reading the book.
15?
Probably 5.
5.
5. I mean, you skimmed the book. You didn't read anything of it.
Okay. Chad, I'm honestly a little unnerved at this point. Do you like? Because I don't want to be the one to make this decision, but do you want to take the rod of cancellation and touch it to the book?
The rod of cancellation, huh?
Dude, I mean, I think we should probably give it like a little more time, right, dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is how much time do we give before we say fuck it and just go for it? Because who knows if it even does anything.
Harshnag, you said there was some bad company that might join us, right?
If we wait too long, most likely.
Is too long like a couple hours or a couple days?
And he kind of looks up at where the sun would be, but is gone now. Or you can't see it. And he says, I wouldn't want to spend more than a day here.
Okay.
So, I would say, dude, let's give it at least half a day of a good amount of thought before we do anything rash, dude.
Half a day.
But I mean, I don't know. It just seems like, you know, if that book's really important to Gilbert, it seems like it has some magic stuff going on, dude. Then you know.
I would agree that it is important, but at the same time, I don't know if, being mentally kidnapped by whoever's book this is constitutes it being worth it.
Well, I mean, then isn't that Gilbert's right to use the rod of cancellation on it, dude?
Well, here's the thing. I'm more afraid that Gilbert's not going to get the choice to do it, and that it's just like if we don't do something, it's just gonna be too late.
Well, can I take a look at the bodies and see if they're like getting worse? Are they dying, or is it just like the blank stares of the eyes?
It's the blank, completely white eyes. Breathing's normal, heart rate's normal. Doesn't seem like they're dying.
So they're just like unconscious?
Yeah. You'd even call them asleep if it wasn't for how they went unconscious.
Okay.
So yeah, dude. Apart from the really creepy eyes, they look pretty relaxed at the moment, dude.
Yeah, people always said the dead look so peaceful, Let's give it an hour, and if nothing happens, then let's talk again.
Okay, cut 2. Gilbert, Chonk, and Uznab. Chonk and Uznab, you guys are currently, unconscious, we'll say right now.
Unconscious in
Gilbert.
the unconscious world.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Gilbert, you're looking at Chonk and Uznab hanging by their legs in this black abyss. Probably a good 15 feet away from you. The eye looking back and forth between you and them. I forget, did you respond or did the eye respond last?
I asked a question.
I asked, why should they live?
Yes.
Henry's
Gilbert's
horrible
currently AFK, I
ass
think.
Bitch.
Or he muted himself.
He's eating corn.
God damn it.
He's eating corn!
Corn.
Son of a bitch.
He doesn't even deny it.
Wasn't eating corn.
Alright, Gilbert.
I muted myself because I was laughing so much. So last thing you did was you asked why should they live?
Yes.
Well, couple reasons. One, there's no reason why they shouldn't live. Two, rather top-notch people and whatnot. Three, haven't really done anything to me that's bad, and I would hazard to guess haven't done anything to you that's bad. So, all in all, if you run that little calculation, it seems to me like the living is probably the preferable outcome for them.
And as the eye stares at you, Gilbert, and blinks, and stares at you for like a good minute. Like, it doesn't say anything, and anytime you try and speak, it silences you. The tentacly presence in the back of your mind just stops you from speaking. And after a minute or so of just staring you down, the eye looks back to Chunk and Uzdab, and then looks back to you a final time, and says, "You are mine now. Do you agree?" You are not allowed
Exactly,
to
does
speak.
that mean?
Yes or no? Gilbert?
I asked him, what exactly does that mean?
And he said yes or no.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, sorry. Yes or no is how he responded.
Well, um, this is terribly awkward. Yes.
And at this point, the tentacle presence in your mind retreats, and you stop being able to understand what the eye is saying. And it's this primordial speak of and at that, Gilbert, you go unconscious. Cut to Igor and Chad. It's been an hour. They haven't woken up.
An hour. Haven't woken up. Do they look like they're getting better? Do they look like they're getting worse?
Worse.
Worse. Oh God!
It actually looks like
rotate
Uznov and Chalk particularly are doing pretty bad.
that. Uznov and Chalk are doing pretty
Sweating,
bad.
all the signs of like a fever, really. Sweating, high temperatures.
What's
spreading back and
Goddard
forth.
doing?
Yeah, where is Goddard?
Goddard
That's
is
crazy.
pacing back and forth in front of Gilbert, kind of worryingly, like sniffing him every once in a while.
Where's the
Well,
wormling? Has the wormling eaten anyone yet?
Wormling's asleep next to Arsnag. No, it has not eaten anyone yet.
How disappointing. Let's get the wormling to push the button on Goddard's back. Kill 2 birds, 1 stone. No. It's been an hour.
So I take it you've never seen anything like this before.
Oh,
right?
absolutely not. In my fucking 40-some years of this kind of work, I've never seen something of this like.
Dude, I mean, in my like 9 years of like being alive, dude.
Yeah. Well,
What do you do, Igor?
I just sit. I contemplate.
Okay.
Chad,
5 minutes goes by.
hold on. I want to have a conversation with Chad. What the? Why are you here? Like, it's just a question. Like, you know where your family is. Why
Yeah,
why not
dude.
just hit the road, get
well,
flying?
I mean, I feel like I've made a bond with you guys, dudes, and I don't know. In my head, I'd imagine that if I need to go and save my family, it's not something I could like do on my own, dude. And you know, we're in the middle of our own thing right now, dude. So like, you know, I'm just hick and shaw, like hanging out, man, and just here for the ride. And yeah, of course, it's something I want to do, dude. But you know, it's something. You know, we're here right now, dude, and we gotta take care of this. And frankly, my friends are kind of unconscious, and it's a bit worrisome, dude.
I would agree. It would be like really inconvenient if they fucking died right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, dude, that would be yeah.
Real inconvenient, huh? That's all it is to you.
Man,
Inconvenient.
you Shane.
Oh fuck.
Dude, Harshnag, you've never seen anything like this, have you? And all like the giant stuff that we've been doing and all that
No, I
giant
can't
magic?
say that I have. This is pretty unique, isn't it?
It's funny because Harshnag kind of sounds like Hermaeus Mora.
No, I can't say that I have seen this before.
God.
Ian, you doing anything?
No. I give it another hour.
No? Okay. Another hour goes by.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Still
They're getting
worse
worse,
condition
actually.
on-
At this
worse.
point, Gilbert is getting much worse, notably.
All right.
He's fretting around in his sleep and kind of tossing and turning. His eyes are closed and he's muttering something like, I would say, God, Gilbert. He's muttering stuff that, like, Gilbert mutters about, I guess.
Like Gilbert's like mid-sleep muttering.
Yeah. It's particularly distressing right now.
All right.
He's muttering about semantic satiation in some goblin dialects.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. I was expecting them to be better, like something by now, but it honestly just looks like they're looking worse.
Yeah, dude, like is this just like, you know, a fever? I mean, I don't know if I have the medical profession for this or if I need to roll for it.
At this
but, like,
point, Chunk and Uznov go
Oh.
at once in their dream, and then go still.
In their dream?
In their dreaming, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, in real life, but they are still in dreaming.
are they
They're still
breathing?
alive. They're still breathing, but they've gone completely still. Gilbert's still tossing and turning.
So, Uznam and Chonk have gone completely still. They're still alive. Fuck me. Because I'm also kind of afraid that if we cut the tie between Gilbert and whatever is doing this, that they all might just fucking die. And or be trapped wherever the fuck they are. Or trapped like this, I guess.
Yeah, dude, I wish I could help in all this magic stuff, dude, but I just kind of like meditated for a long time and thought about like death, dude. And here I am. I'm not good at this whole deity and stuff. Crap, dude.
Meditate on death? Like how so?
Well, dude, you just kind of think about death and like, you know, kind of become a little like dead yourself on the inside, dude.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, where exactly do birds people like you go when you die?
Well, dude, Nathaniel, would you rather
Oh,
be
God.
full actual Aarakocra headcanon or like
Do whatever you want, it's your lore. It's your
whatever
lore.
deity you believe in, I guess.
yeah. Well, dude, pretty simple. We join the big bird in the sky, dude.
Big bird in the sky.
It's when our souls are the most free is after death.
Alright. You know?
And that's what we all kind of want in life is freedom and to make our own decisions, dude. Of course,
Okay.
we need society holding us together, but
At this point, you hear a as Gilbert, Uznab, and Chonk all awake at once. Gilbert, you bolt upright, and you have this incredible sensation. You need to get your hands on that book right now.
Oh,
Where?
It
Book?
claws at you in the center of your mind. You need to get a hold of the book.
yeah,
where
you
is it
know,
right now?
in your stupor, you dropped your book and your socks. And I have it.
Do you hand them both to me?
Your hands are tied, so I kind of just placed them in front of you. How are you
Oh,
feeling?
I forgot about that. Igor, I seem to be a little tied up at the moment.
Yes.
Do you think you could alleviate that current condition of mine?
Maybe, but I'm kind of in the middle of untying Uznab right now, so maybe you could explain what
Mark,
happened.
it is imperative that you get this book.
I really don't think you understand.
No,
funny
I
story,
get it.
do
It's just
understand.
they're
You should
really good
untie
nuts.
me now.
I'm getting there. I have to untie Uznov first, and I untie Uznov, and then I
So,
slowly make my way over
fun
to
fact.
Gilbert.
Flying chonk.
As you guys are all awakened, Gilbert suddenly lashes out with this explosive strength that Gilbert does not have, mind you. Like, you've seen Gilbert try
Hey.
and throw a punch before.
Hey,
It doesn't
buddy.
work.
That's a maximum of 0 damage.
It does a maximum of 0 damage. Exactly. And he lashes out with this unseen strength, and you kind of see this. It's almost like an after image, and you blink and it's gone. But you thought you saw tentacles or something
Oh,
along the likes.
God.
Kind of rip open the rope before Gilbert is now free of the rope.
Much better. So I pick up the book. I don't even care about my socks. Why would I care about socks right now? God.
Mhm.
I kick him
Yeah,
to the
no, socks
side.
are dumb.
God, my socks felt heavy.
Yeah, you have the book now, and everything's right with the world again. You're fine.
I just
worry about
open it up and start reading the comforting words within.
Okay.
So,
So,
what
Gilbert,
happened?
do we want to talk about that, Gilbert? I
He
want
holds
to
a
talk
finger.
about it.
Dude,
I-
Holds up a
Gilbert, you
finger.
just ripped rope in half.
I
He
want
holds
to
up.
talk
He's,
about it.
he's still holding up his finger, not even looking at you.
You can barely hold books half the time, dude.
Gilbert, there's a new spell in the passage of your book thing.
Jesus Christ, that's lore.
I'll send you the link to it. You can now use that spell for free once per long rest.
Gilbert's doing this too.
He's gone mad with power.
Dude, Gilbert, you okay? Is that crying or?
Oh yes, no,
laughter?
this is just a really good part of the book.
Did it? Did you not get to that part of the book, dude?
Yes and no.
So,
Sweet. Oh.
while I was unconscious, I witnessed a big eye. I don't really know what else. He kind of asked who we were, and I don't remember much after that.
So, what, dude? You just were you all together, dude?
Yeah, in nothingness. It was black and there's nothing there.
All right, dude. And that's it? You three were there just talking to an eye?
Well, yeah. I mean, he asked who we were, and then I don't remember much after that. I don't know if anyone else does, but
What? Oh no, that's about it from me.
can I?
Can you?
Insight check.
Can you?
Yeah.
Insight check.
I would also
Yeah, you
like
can
the
roll an insight check.
Gilbert.
What am I supposed to roll?
14, 15. I can do
Deception,
math.
Gilbert.
How dare you?
Not persuasion.
That is a 26.
That was okay. Yep, that's a 9.
Yes. We all see the truth.
Yeah, so you can see through it pretty easily. Even if your passive insight is above a 10, then you can see through Gilbert's deception.
Because really, Gilbert, dude, you look like the morning after you got laid, and heavens knows that didn't happen. So, dude, what's going on?
What do you mean? Is something going on?
Well, let me get this straight. My dude, Igor and I, and also Harshnag, are all hanging out. Well, you three are totally unconscious.
Like 2.5 hours.
for 2.5 hours with like totally white pupils, dude, looking like you're high AF, and you know, I'm just wondering, dude, what happened? And it looks like you know a little more than these two.
Right. Now, before I explain anything, not that there's anything to explain, because nothing happened. Igor,
Yes.
I'm sure you know I am a rather fashionable man. Yes,
Of course.
always interested in the latest styles. That necklace you wear, I think it would go really good with my belt. Could I wear it?
You know,
What necklace is Igor wearing right now?
it's funny because I never attuned to it. Amulet of proof against detection and location.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Here you go. I guess. I toss it to him.
Right. How long does it take for me to put this on? You
An
know,
hour.
really get
Attuning
it.
takes an
I have
hour.
to. Oh bother. Well, why don't we set up camp, or dust some dirt, or sit back and drink some tea and just you know, relax. I'm sure it's been a very exhausting day for everyone.
Yes.
You moved like
Hey,
not at all, dude.
hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a good time for a stupid idea?
Yeah, dude, a little bit.
Like, no, not a little bit. Like a yes or no.
I don't know, like yes or no, dude. Yeah, dude. I think our boy Gilbert here has gone a
Yeah.
little long.
All right. I walk over to the socks that
fine.
were kicked upon the ground.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
pick up the socks that were kicked upon the ground. I
All right.
take one sock, holding the sock. I pick the sock off the other end of it.
Yep.
And I walk over to Gilbert, and I
Yep.
tap it on the book, and I say, "Do you want your socks back?"
Wait. So you have the rod of cancellation in the sock.
Yep. And the
And you
half
tap-
that doesn't half of it has a sock on it, and that's the half I'm holding. And the
Okay.
other half that doesn't have a sock on it, I tap on the book.
Okay. Gilbert, I'm gonna allow you to make an attempt to stop this if you wish.
Okay.
You are
So he's
smart enough, and everyone else can see it. Unless Igor, you want to make a sleight of hand check.
I think I was just, kind of going for it. Assumed he
You're
was
just kinda going
invested
for
in
it.
his book.
So
Enough.
everyone can see as Gilbert or as Igor unveils half of the rod of cancellation, which you all know to be the rod of cancellation. You've all seen the stat card. And he taps it, and he goes to tap it on top of Gilbert's spellbook. Do any of you wish to do anything?
No.
Let's start with Chad. Do you wish to do anything about this?
Nope.
Chunk, do you wish to do anything about this? You can say yes or no, and then we can determine the specifics later.
Yes.
Okay. Gilbert, would you like to do anything about this?
no.
Igor, you'd like to carry through with this? I imagine.
I'm just, casually just
Okay.
offering his socks back. Think
And Uznab,
tap.
would you like to do anything about this?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Chunk, what would you like to do? You
I would
see
just-
this, and you observe everyone else see this and not do anything. But you decide to do something.
I just say communication is key in any.
Tap.
Okay.
Okay. I forget how
I'm
this
gonna-
works.
All right, let's call a break here.
As soon as
Igor
I
has-
tap it to it, I'm gonna lift it up. Oh my god, that was close, and then put the sock back on it.
Okay. That's great. Let's call a 15-minute break. Then.
That sounds like a great idea.
Let me go
Yeah,
look
no,
something
that's-
up.
This is what D&D is all about, gentlemen.
Yeah. fucking over your party members. Love it.
What? I am a heroic rescuer. He's clearly in distress.
I feel like maybe you should have touched Gilbert with it instead. I don't know.
Yeah,
knows?
no, touch Gilbert.
I'm the good guy in this situation, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
I saw what was in there. I'm not upset with you.
Just based on Uznab's expression of him very clearly seeing what I'm doing, I'm even more assured that what I'm doing is the right choice.
We're
Gilbert
calling a
hasn't
break.
stopped you.
Gilbert, do you want to pop over into private for a minute? We can talk about what this means.
I'm getting pulled into the principal's office.
All right, gentlemen.
Response.
You know, I think today's episodes is brought to you by Texas Instruments, making high-quality calculators of all shapes and sizes. You never know.
Hold
when
on,
you
hold
need-
on. They don't just make calculators.
Well, that's what I know them for. We're talking about the TI 84 Plus CE. Fantastic. Comes with a wide variety of colors. You can get them in red. You can get them in other colors. Great full color display. You can't go wrong. You can fucking do derivatives and shit. You can probably do other things with it, but I'm just not smart enough to know how to do them. You know, Texas Instruments. They do great things. You should get yourself one. Thanks, Texas Instruments,
Texas
for sponsoring the stream.
Instruments has a lesser known but very, very useful line of microcontrollers that we can all benefit from.
I honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
No,
So,
it
gentlemen,
honestly doesn't.
what do you
That's
think happened?
what John's gonna do.
What do you think
What I'm doing
happens?
next semester.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think good things are going to
Well-
happen? Do you think bad things are going to happen?
Well,
I don't know.
I hope good things happen.
Gilbert's a warlock, right?
His patron,
And warlocks get their magical power from patrons.
a patron, yeah.
Patrons, yeah.
And supposedly we just attempted to cut the connection between him and his patron.
Correct. Not again.
So,
I'm
if this
hoping-
works.
But in game, I just saw 3 people get knocked out.
Oh yeah, no. In game, this is perfect sense. Like Igor is
Yeah.
100% confident this is the right choice. He just didn't want to make the choice alone. Fuck it, I should have done
Yep.
it. I don't know why I asked. I should have just fucking gone for it.
Yeah, I was with you.
We either just like did what he wanted, or we just cut his entire magical ability off.
What I'm more worried about is that he still has his patron, but he just loses his pact boon. I just hope that's not what happened, because he's
Really
still got the
sad,
big ass
actually.
problem of fucking Hermaeus Mora looking ass bitch trying to fuck his butt with weird tentacles, but he now just doesn't have ritual spells, which would kind of suck. But at the same time, it would be pretty cool if some deep lore comes in. The deeper lore. There's deep lore, deeper lore.
Deeper lore.
And just out of nowhere comes a reinvigorated Gilbert Oswald Doyle. He becomes a sorcerer because the magic was inside of him all along.
And we just can't trust him for the rest
Yeah,
of the
what,
camp.
he just becomes a
I say we just
sorcerer.
kill him. We can do it. Easy. Right here, right now. Not hard. Just murder him, chop him to bits, feed him to the dragon. It's over. Never happened.
Seems a little aggressive.
Honestly,
For
I
someone
think we
who's
have 2
done-
choices and it's one of them. Oh shit, my dreidel. Where the fuck my dreidel go?
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I've been spinning a fucking dreidel. Just, keep my hands busy. And it landed on its corner. And I was kind of upset about it. See if Nathaniel opened my Snapchat. He didn't.
So he's either main bad guy now,
Hermaeus Mora?
Hermaeus looking ass bitch.
Gilbert.
We take a break from all of the entire plot just to deal with this.
I'm okay with this. I actually, no, honestly, I hope it kills us. I hope whatever was in that book, instead of getting rid of whatever connection was in the book, like the book was holding something, and if you release the magical seal on the book, whatever was in the book is released,
Oh,
and it
and
just
we all
fucking kills us all.
die.
That'd be pretty
All of
good.
us die. Yes. We make new
Promise was
characters.
wrong.
We make new characters, and they're all tieflings. And we go fight
We're all
fire giants.
tiefling rogues.
Can we just do an all rogue party?
Honestly. Honestly,
What would be a
3 rogues. No, it's a
the-
3 rogue party, a mastermind with tandem tactician, and then just 2 other rogues, and that's just GG. Good game. You did a great job. Keep
We're
up the-
part of the Black Network.
We are part
Yes.
of it. We are the Black
Oh.
Network.
We're reconvening in 1945, by the way. I need to think
1945.
about this.
What a good year. Good year.
1945.
Great year.
Name one bad thing that happened in 1945.
Nothing.
There's probably something.
Nope.
There was no home console release for a major Zelda title.
You know? Exactly, Mike.
Terrible
Thank you.
year.
Horrible year. Who's playing ominous piano in the background? It's Nathaniel.
Who do you think is like-
I feel like that is extremely not fitting right now.
Ah. I wish you guys could have heard the conversation we just had. It was a lovely conversation.
No.
Also,
We had a very boring conversation, nothing important.
today's episode's brought to you by Texas Instruments.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's why whenever I'm playing D&D Within Reach, I always have my TI-84 plus C Silver Edition.
Plus C silver. Pathetic. Plus CE. Mark, you gotta get that full color LCD display.
Yeah, I have full color.
You have full color on the silver?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Plus C Silver Edition. The C stands for color.
well,
Oh man, this thing's really low on battery.
mine's topped off because I keep mine topped off. I honestly considered getting a second one just so I could have one like in my car. I don't know why, but I was like, I should just have a calculator in my car just in case.
Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an iPhone
Oh, I can't help you then.
because I was like, Desmos. Desmos is pretty good, but at the same time, nothing beats a TI-84. TI-84 plus CE
There is still an iPhone
in
TI-84
ruby
out.
red.
Oh,
God, I love this full color LCD display. Literally couldn't live without it. And
Yeah.
only $120 probably? What a steal. Get yourself 2. Put one in your car, put one in your backpack, put
Or,
one in your bedroom.
or get the Wabbit Emu app on the Google Play Store
Mark,
and just emulate various TI-84 colors, such as
Mark, you
TI-84
wouldn't
C
be trying
Silver
to-
Edition.
you wouldn't be trying to undercut our sponsor in the middle of our ad read, would you?
You know what? I am.
Nathaniel, this piano music needs to be more dramatic. He's undercutting our sponsor. You're pathetic. You make me upset. I hope the piano music makes you realize what you've done wrong. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. See you in 5 minutes, gentlemen.
Wait, did he say 20 or 5?
I feel like I heard 20.
He was kind of going into robot world at the end then. How you doing, Dylan? Dylan, how was the day of giving thanks?
I mean, it was alright.
It was all right.
Didn't do
Yeah.
anything special, but
No copious amounts of food.
I mean, there's a lot of food, but
Yeah, exactly.
which is much needed because I don't eat enough food.
You're all skin and bones
Well,
and
I mean,
and
like,
just muscle, but
I eat like as much as a normal person, not as like, I don't eat enough any food.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's fine. I mean, like I'm still getting stronger. I got my PR on the leg press yesterday.
hey, mazel tov.
I did 700 pounds.
Damn, that's a lot of pounds. God, oh my god, that's a lot.
It's like 5 times my body weight.
Good
I'm
God.
I'm so excited
Yo,
for nothing bad
leg
to happen.
press is OP as hell.
I love the leg press.
Yeah,
It's,
because you can
it's
go
one of
crazy
the
heavy.
most satisfying machines.
The what?
The leg press.
Oh.
I
By
mean, good,
far the
granted,
most-
I feel exceedingly inadequate now that I've heard Dylan. But
Dylan, what's your leg press?
750.
Oh, that's funny.
I think I'm gonna try 800 next week though.
good God,
Is
he's a
that for
freaking
rep
level 1 fighter.
or
Here's a question.
like 1 rep max?
This week I did 4 at 750, so I think I can do 1 at 800.
Damn, okay.
Here's a question. If you can leg press 750, why can't you fucking squat 750? Because, like, I know the mechanics of it are probably very, very different. But at the same time, it's this, like, roughly the same muscles, but I know it probably isn't. What's your squat? What?
I'm actually I don't know my maximum squat. That's one of those things that I'm like kind of scared to go too much on. But I've done a set of 8 at 225.
8 at 225.
Ooh, 2 plates. That's nice.
God, I wish I understood working out. I don't care enough. I have no motivation.
I didn't either, but it's like the one thing I actually look forward to in the week besides D&D.
Fair enough.
Alright, are we reconvening? I think we are.
I
Nope,
think
we
I
got 2
think
minutes.
we'd reconvene. We got 2 minutes. But we
What's
can
John
do
up
it
to?
a little bit. I request that you all unmute Rhythmbot.
Why?
How do I do that?
Have him
I'll
join.
call it and then we can.
Have him join first, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it muted so we can keep the stream audio.
No. This music is copyright free.
Oh God, is it? Oh, what's it called?
Kevin
Open
McLeod,
source?
royalty free music.
I was gonna say, is it?
Royalty.
No, it's not royalty free, but the original composers will not copyright claim this.
How old is it?
It is. It was original music composed for Enderal. And
Oh,
I know
okay.
it's not copyright claimable.
Link me the song real quick.
Oh my god. Okay.
I just know. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm interested.
I do want dented if that's possible. We'll just do this one. It's in rhythm. We'll play a brief sound test so you can calibrate Rhythmbot. Okay.
Huh. Damn.
Okay.
Actual royalty-free music, and it's not
that's
trash. I'm
not
genuinely
trash.
surprised. Way to go, Nathaniel. You did it.
Mark, you said it was up to me.
Dude, I don't know what's gonna happen, so you figure it out.
I don't know what's gonna happen either. I thought about it. I thought about the options we could choose, and I'm down between a choice between two that I think would be most thematically interesting. With a possible option for.
All I'm gonna say is, if you don't know, it's D&D. You can always roll a die.
No.
Ooh.
Make the decision.
That's an
No.
excellent point.
Don't let the dice
Mark-
decide.
I want you to publicly roll in Foundry a D100,
D100.
and if that number is 51 or greater,
Great.
let's see here. Don't roll it yet. If the number is 51 or greater, we will go with the class option. And if the number is 1 to 50, we will go with the other exciting option. And you know what that one is, right?
God, this is great. I don't know what's
Okay.
gonna happen.
So, yeah. So 51 to 100, and we go with the class option.
Okay.
1
roll
to
it.
roll it,
50,
roll
we
it.
go with the other one.
Come on, roll
Um,
them. Roll them. Roll them.
Don't roll it yet. Don't roll it yet.
Oh, come on.
Tell me when.
Is John
we're
back?
We're gonna cue up the music.
Hey, is John back?
John, you back, right? John,
I
you're
am
muted.
indeed.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
Spooky Yuki. Let's go.
Igor.
Yep.
You walk up to Gilbert,
Mhm.
and although this music you cannot hear it, this certainly sets the mood.
Oh, I hear it.
Imagine
It's
it as a
happening.
film score.
The Oracle knows
Um,
what's going on and is playing music.
You walk up to the book, and you've got the Rod of Cancellation half out of the sock, and you watch as Chad and Uznab do nothing. Chonk says communication is key, and you kind of give him a sideways glance, but then continue walking. And you'll notice Gilbert is doing the thing where he's reading the book, but actually like looking at you. and you walk up and you tap the rod to the top of the book. Gilbert, go ahead and roll me that 1d100.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you son of a bitch!
Jesus
I
Christ.
hate you so much. I hate
it's
you
just that easy.
so much. Game's rigged.
Igor,
Poetry.
you tap the rod to the book. Everyone watches as all of a sudden, Gilbert, make me a wisdom saving throw as well.
Oh, I'd love to.
For the book.
Turn down
Oh.
the rhythm a little.
12.
12. Okay. You watch as when Igor touches the rod to the book, there's this. That's it. It's just this small hiss and a light misting kind of comes off the rod. And all of a sudden, the book kind of dies. You watch as the book loses its rigidity almost and kind of flops down slightly, as if it went from hardback to softcover, right? And you watch as the rod of cancellation cracks all the way up its central core, all the way around the edges, all of the frills, all of the extra stuff that made it so beautiful and hauntingly so, suddenly cracks. And you watch as the rod just kind of silences itself. Gilbert,
Yes.
you are no longer a warlock.
Cool.
In fact, you are not any class at the moment. You are effectively a level 0 adventurer.
Does he keep
You have
retaining his
lost
hit points?
connection with your patron.
Cool.
You have lost connection with all of your evocations.
Nice.
You still have the magical items that you're attuned to. Those are fine. But you no longer know any warlock spells or anything else to do with the class. That presence in your mind, which you have been feeling recently, is gone.
Well.
The rest of you watch as when in this D&D world, in my D&D worlds, everyone, if you're magically attuned, right, if you've been fighting around magic for a while or you have magic in you, which most adventurers do, right, even fighters have like stuff like second wind, which isn't strictly magical, but it's that sort of same style. You feel magical stuff all around, right? And when you meet somebody, you can generally tell whether or not they're in tune with magic. It's just sort of like a gut feeling. That's what Arcana checks are for, right? It's just this feeling of magic. You guys notice as you kind of reach out and look at Gilbert, he is no longer magical. You can sense magic emanating from the magical items that he has in his possession. The wand, the fireball, notably, is still there. But the book and Gilbert himself have no magic in them whatsoever. There is nothing there. And Igor, you quickly put the brittle rod of cancellation back in the sock. But that rod, which once was glowing with this passionate, saturated colors, is now grayscaled.
Well.
It's gone inert.
I hand him his socks. Kind of trembling in the hand. I hope you know
Go ahead.
this was for your own good. I'm sorry. Just you you weren't the man I met all those years ago. And I'm hoping you will be that man now.
Gilbert looks at you with a kind of cocks his eyebrow and he says, "What do you mean? You were just handing me my socks. Why don't we rest for an hour?"
Okay. I hand him his socks. Let go of it. I just kind of let go and take a step back.
You gave him that amulet, right?
I did.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel
Like we should take a rest?
good. I do. You know, a little tired. I think just an hour sitting around here.
Sit
It's
down.
been invigorating morning.
I grab his shoulder and I just sit him down. Let's sit
Nope.
and let's take a rest together, all right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Do you want a drink?
Yes.
Okay. I pull out my 2 glasses and my bottle of fine brandy. And I pour him a glass and I pour myself a glass. And just clink.
Indeed.
Okay.
We sip and take a short rest.
All right.
Oh,
And then I
It's rhythm.
spend the short rest attuning to that little amulet.
So, okay. Let me write this down in my notes because this is somewhat important. Okay, you tune to the amulet, Gilbert. That's fine. There's no.
Here
no
goes the
rush
last
there.
attunement slot.
And that's your
What's
last.
your-
attune
what's your
slot, yeah.
What's your second one?
Cloak of
What's your
protection.
first one?
Cloak of protection.
One
I
to
forgot we
fireballs.
had one of
A
those.
lot of fireballs is an attunement. Fuck.
What's your fourth one?
Here's a question.
What do I look like, an artificer?
Here's a
What do I
metagaming
look like?
question.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Does he retain his hit points or does he look visibly fragiler than normal?
Ooh, that's an excellent point.
Yeah, you
Gilbert,
tell me.
right now, you are, for all intents and purposes, a level 0 adventurer. You
Cool.
have no
So do I
class.
Just have my
Therefore,
con
no
bonus
bonuses.
hit points.
You retain your stats, and I will say,
Is his hit
because
die
it's
a D4 or
complicated.
something?
We'll say for right now, you retain all of your stats, but your HP is
Including-
reduced to whatever it was plus con at like the start, like at level 0. So it's 10 plus con.
So that depends on my class. So do I just have my con modifier in hit points?
I would.
No, I'm doing NPC stats. NPCs
Oh.
have 10 of everything. So I'm saying your health is that of an NPC. We'll just say
Okay.
it's 10 actually.
It's just 10. I can do
It's
10.
10. And actually, for simplicity's sake, don't get rid of your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That's going to get
But
complicated.
you are an NPC right now. You
Nice.
have 10 of every stat. Just because stats are complicated if you don't have a class, and ASIs and all of that. But yeah, no, you have a 10. You're an NPC. 10 hit points. Everyone, you guys can notice. Gilbert looks visibly less hardy. Looks like he's feeling around 10 out of 60 right now.
Pretty low.
Feeling 67 out of 67, as always, gentlemen.
I'm feeling a perfect 10 out of 10.
Gotta love it. So,
Oh. Gilbert talks about nothing of interest over the course of an hour, and anyone who tries to bring up anything interesting, he diverts away from that.
I think. Do we have an intrinsic idea of how long an hour is roughly?
The hour's up once I imagine Gilbert attunes to the magical artifact. That's
Yeah.
when you
So,
definitely know.
can we visibly see him attuned to something? Like we can see the moment it's like, it's attuned.
You can sense it. Yeah. I wouldn't say that's out of bounds.
So, yeah. Now that you got that on, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that's a very good question. One I want to know the answer to, but I'm scared about finding out. Long and short of it, I may have agreed to be owned, I guess, by that big floating eyeball thing that Jong and Uznab were discussing about earlier today, in order to make sure he didn't kill them. Pretty sure he's the primordial thingamadoo that was giving me my powers. That was getting rather, let's say, spooky. So, good call with the wand. Thank you
Okay,
for the
cool.
amulet.
Cool.
Um,
Glad we're all in agreement.
yes. And I think we should leave.
I would agree. Where do you want to go? Because I think until you get your bearings together, we might want to not go to the Great Worm Cave.
And you see Gilbert just deflate.
I
Okay,
know.
I guess-
I know. We all wanted to go to the worm cave, some more than others, specifically you more than others.
I didn't want to.
I didn't really either
Sorry.
want to either, but you drove such a hard bargain, you and your big puppy dog eyes. Speaking of which, keep Gothard away from him, he might kill him by accident. So, if you don't have a better idea, I think we should just start making our way south. You, with that necklace, I know it's a long journey, but I have a home in Baldur's Gate. It could keep you safe until you figure out what you need to do. I know it's not ideal. Like, I do understand this is not ideal. But, if you don't, you are in no shape to continue down the path we are continuing down.
Well, as boring as that sounds, I can't disagree with the logic of it. So, yes,
So,
let's do that.
Let's
Unless
just-
other people have other ideas, I feel like I've kind of derailed everything today.
oh, don't worry.
So yeah, you know, if anyone else has anything they need to do along the way, any sacks to deliver in carts, any tree stumps to magically jump through, yeah, I'm happy to tag along.
I think we shall start our journey down south. And honestly, knowing you, Gilbert, a solution will find its way to you either way. I think we should just start making our way south. Any objection to anyone?
None here.
Ideas? Objections?
Nightstone.
No, Nightstone. No, not Nightstone. Don't look for us in Nightstone.
You sure you don't want to go to Nightstone? I mean, it's right there.
Oh, dude, we have our pay to collect.
Well, debatable.
I feel
Gotta
like
go to Tribor, guys.
I
No,
think
not boy.
I think Tribor is a bad idea. I feel like they may or may not have people in Tribor.
Oh no, they definitely do.
They definitely do. Let's just move
Like,
past.
we're not
Tribor.
going to Tribor.
So let's just head south for now. Let's just move on south.
At which Harshnag, who has been silently observing all of this for the past however long it's taken, finally stands up and he says, I'm not entirely sure what just happened.
Oh, neither are we.
Yeah, don't worry,
It
you're not
seems-
behind anyone else.
A lot of stuff just went down. I'm gonna stay here and guard the Oracle.
Oh no, the moment I was dreading.
I'm afraid I cannot accompany you in your
Um,
journey to the south,
Where did this
despite my
Harshnag
southern
come from?
accent.
Damn it.
Harshnag. Wouldn't it be better to just take the magical giant great sword that opens up the path to the Oracle, with us, and you being giant be the one to carry it?
Wouldn't we have to take all 6?
But that only
no.
stops frost giants from touching it.
Yeah.
But do we know that?
We'd have to
Um,
take all 6 to be sure. Unless we want to go find the Gan Hashraha fire
The what?
I'm
giant.
sorry. A what?
A fire giant by the name of Gan Hashrana. Hashra?
Ah, Yeah.
Hashrash?
I have no idea who
Hasra?
that is.
I think we should just let
Just an
Harshnag
idea. Okay.
take one for
Yep.
the team. He's doing
Well,
the real thing.
I bid you adieu.
Bye, Harshnag. So
I'll be here.
what did we give?
Dude, Harshnag.
We gave what's her face some armor. We should definitely go get that armor.
And
It's leather.
the sword.
That's
You
sword.
did give her the radiant sword. That's true.
Let's definitely get both of those.
Oh, dude, I can actually use that now.
What?
Sword?
Oh my god.
Because of new mug stuff.
Oh, from
snap.
Tasha's.
Sorry, that was not in character. That was my mistake.
So yeah, you guys exit the temple. Harshnag escorts you to the door and opens it up because these are giant-sized doors, you know. And he
Kella's
waves
dead.
you guys. No, Kella is not standing there. The doors are empty.
Does the dragon come with us? The little dragon?
Oh yeah, the wormling's
wormling.
with you. Yeah. Harshnag kind of pets it on the back a few times, and the wormling kind of and then sets off with you guys. I'm very much imagining Asmodeus here for those who've seen the Dragon Prince. That's
See,
the vibe I'm getting from
My
this guy.
image of Asmodeus is very different from yours.
Yeah, no, it's a really funny name.
Asmodeus. In fact, the Wormling does not have a name.
Let's not give it a name. No, we did give it a name.
It is a female dragon. A female dragon.
It is a
Wormling.
female dragon by the name of... Oh, God, what did we name it?
Female white.
What did we
dragon
name it?
Wormling.
It's there somewhere.
It's in here.
Did we? name it?
Jorva, Lord of the Yellow.
Yes. Jorva.
Jorva.
Name her charisma.
Jor for short.
Jorva, Lord of the Yellow. No.
You named
no,
your dragon Jor? Sure.
Sure.
Tell me more.
No, it's you have to do the whole title. It is a title. Lord Jorva, Lord of the Yellow.
Okay.
Sure.
You set off with Jorva. You exit the temple doors. Harshnag waves it and then closes them. I got DM'd. Oh, Storm King's Thunder, right. Jorva, Lord. I see. You exit this mouth of the cave, right? You walk over the stone bridge over the chasm.
Chasm.
Giant-sized stone bridge, mind you, so it's like 60 feet across. You exit through the mouth of the cave, again, giant-sized, probably 100 feet wide. And you come out into the roof of the world. Well, not the roof of the world. The ice spines. The spines of the world. Spines of ice, whatever they're called. The snowy mountains. And for the first time, you realize that you guys don't exactly know where you are. You have a rough idea. But, you know, there's no road here. You don't really remember the path the Harshnag took you down.
What?
And it's very cold.
It's clearly labeled by this yellow line. I mean, this green line. Look at it.
Oh, and the relevant Sword Coast map?
It's right there.
Yeah, it's a rough amalgamation.
It is. No, that's
It's kinda-
exactly what it
Well,
is.
no, the line also, it kind of went like this a little bit,
Nah.
as Harshnag tried to find it.
Everyone knows that in the real world, everything is in a perfectly straight line.
That would explain the death trail that you went on.
I've seen that that part of Emperor's New Groove.
All right.
That's a good joke. Yeah, and so you guys are now out in the cold. Congratulations. You're dumbasses.
Hey.
Hey,
Debatable.
hey.
What are we
what
supposed
direction
to
are you
do?
guys gonna go in?
Oh, well.
Southwest.
No,
First, hold
the
on.
direction of Kella's body.
We assume
Oh.
there's a dragon nearby.
Yeah. What's the weather like?
Assuming-
dude.
It's a light snow. You can see for a mile or so. Not a blizzard yet.
Can I look around. Do I see a dragon?
You know, I don't think you do.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Do we want to talk to the small
may
dragon?
May I talk to the Wormling in Draconic?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
So, dude, apparently there's like a big Mamacita dragon around these parts.
Mamacita?
Oh, sorry. Let me translate. I always get confused in Draconic. A large dragon around these parts. So,
I'm large dragon.
but
And kind of,
So-
fuck
she
is
sticks
that
her tongue out,
noise?
licks her eyeball a little bit.
so dude, imagine like a dragon like you, but like.
Couple hundred
Are
years
you
old.
misgendering the wormling?
Like I'm putting my arms out as wide as I can, and then I'm flying up a little bit,
Yep.
and I'm saying,
I'm
"This
big.
Well, dude, just keep an eye out for if any dragon senses are tingling. Is that okay?
Okay.
Great talk, dude.
It's a wormling. It's a child. You are talking to a child.
So is Chad.
Honestly.
No,
No, Chad's an adult.
I'm middle-aged.
Middle-aged. 9 is middle-aged? God.
Wait,
Damn.
I think they look
Eric
up, like,
Hucker don't
30 or
live for
40.
that long.
Yeah, let me look up.
But yeah, so you guys are going south. You do find. Do you find Kella's body? Let me check.
Tell us, Nathaniel.
You
You are the master of this here dungeon.
We're looking for the sign.
a 1d100, 70 or higher. You don't find the body.
70 or higher. What was that?
Well, there you go.
Man, we're knocking it out. Of the
Yeah,
park.
no, you don't find the body actually.
Damn. Well,
You look, there seems
Well-
to be, you can't even tell if there was like an impact. I mean, it snowed several times since Kella was dropped. You've been at the temple for like 2 days, so there's no sign of anything.
all right. Just remember, if someone asks, she was killed by a white dragon.
That's right.
Fuck it. What
Bag?
are they gonna
I'll
do?
throw the bag.
They gonna prove we were wrong? Let's take the bag. Take the bag. Just toss it out. Just I don't know why we kept the bag, but we're gonna take the bag out of the cart. We're just gonna throw it into the wind.
That's true. You do have the cart with you as well. That's gonna make traversing here more difficult.
You mean extremely easy?
Who can move people still? What?
God.
Can't we all move people?
Can I move Nathaniel? Nope.
Great.
I can't move people.
Reach maturity by age 3. Don't live longer than 30 years. Fair enough. 9 is a teenager, I would say, or just a young adult.
I was thinking young adult.
Yeah.
Young adult. Middle age would be 10 to 20, I'd say.
I was just thinking like a third of 30.
Yeah. So you guys are heading south, and you did not find Kella's body, and you're trekking through the mountains. That's where we're gonna end it, as you guys
What?
trek through those mountains. I've got work in
know where we're
like an hour and a
going.
half.
We know exactly where we're going.
You're going
To Baldur's Gate.
somewhere.
We're going to Baldur's Gate.
Going to Baldur's Gate, which
We're
is
going
not on this
home,
map.
baby. It's a long ways down. It's probably like, honestly, it's probably like, oh, I can't even draw that far.
Like we
We got a
we
distance.
were in Nightstone. It's what, almost double that?
No, God no. So in
There's
between
a pink
Waters
message
Deep,
of the map of the Storm
there's
King's coast.
okay. So in between Waters Deep, Nightstone is halfway between Waters Deep
Oh,
and
that's a low
Daggerford,
JPEG, though.
and Daggerford is halfway between Waters Deep and Baldur's Gate.
What?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure my deep lore revolves around Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Your boy literally found an excuse to bring his deep lore into the center of the campaign. You fucking know it. Woo! It was Mark's
yeah,
turn.
So there's
Now
a
it's
map, there's a
mine.
pink map of the Storm King's coast. Baldur's Gate is so remember how you guys started around Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is another from Waterdeep to the spine of the world. It's about that
No.
distance down, maybe a little farther.
No, it is not.
I'm looking at the distances right now.
No, it is not. I
want you to
don't
look at this
believe
map
you.
right here.
Where's the map? Mark is red. Nope, I don't want to mark as red. I want to. Bing, bing, bing.
I'm looking at the map right now.
Bing, bing, bing. Open original. Yep.
What is on?
Hey.
Did you like my song I played? I call it Gilbert's Lament.
Oh, Jesus
You wrote that
Christ, it
thing
is.
about you.
Never mind. I was wrong. Holy Jesus. Fuck it, we're going to
Damn.
Baldur's Gate. We're going to Baldur's Gate. It's
It
too
is
late.
Baldur's
We
Gate.
committed.
You guys are there. That's where
I
you
mean,
started.
there's also water
a month's
deep.
journey.
But there isn't a safe house in Waterdeep.
That's Baldur's Gate.
Your boy's
Well, we know what we're
I can
doing.
hide in my
It's
office.
Storm King's Thunder. Fuck that adventure. Who wants to finish it? We're going.
We're going to
Waterdeep
Avernus.
Dragon heist, and then we're doing a Baldur's Gate adventure.
We're going to Avernus. We're gonna do Baldur's
Do
Gate
we,
Descent
do we
into
have
Avernus.
pirate friends in Neverwinter?
Probably.
Probably.
Neverwinter,
Do we
Luskin.
have any friends? We do. You have a couple.
We have many friends.
You have many
All we have is friends.
That's right.
Remember? The
I
Black
thought I
Network's
wanted
friends with
to
us?
All right. Well, John and I are gonna go eat dinner.
Peace.